And so, yeah, they participated via Facebook
Okay, so.
and stuff, but they weren't able to,
Well, thank you, Dr. It's good.
so.
Selfish. Martha, $900,000. What happened here? You didn't say you could feel. Here's a count. No, I got it from. Let's.
It's just.
Oh, and that's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Nice time. There's no water to these charities, so it'll be bigger. There, actually, that's really. Oh, and. I mean, never. And I think it's a music. Then good morning. Breaking them, tearing them down. His first life is. And. I need to blame that.
You're getting weeks. One of them. Was it? My husband said, "Wow, I heard this."
But didn't you bury? Bury. It's policies.
Oh, that is so funny. We should have said. They'll next week.
Things they do, that is.
You're right.
Those restaurants come in. And then they. And looked at all.
Just more. You want to go to the? Sorry to interrupt, we're drawing, but tell him about solid waste. We were talking. Yeah. Back, sure, the agenda. Back.
So now, what is this now we. This comes to. The operation. I'm not sure what it's for. We're looking to do a collection about.
Right, folks, just as a reminder, for the agenda, to try to make it easier for you all, if you look at the agenda and you want to click on an agenda item, you can do that, and it'll take you to the backup. And then when you want to go back to the agenda, click on the title where it says, click here to agenda. So we can practice if you want.
So here you go.
Yeah, so you click on that, click on the middle, just the wording there, and then we're going to click on go to agenda. So you can toggle between both. I learned this with our ETA meeting, right, Commissioner? Because we have like 500 pages at a time. So it's important to be able to go back and forth seamlessly. But, oh, you just went. somewhere else. Okay. Okay, there you go.
It's because I'm left-handed.
Okay, oh, well, all right, you can do it. I have faith. All right, so, I will turn it out over to our president, Brenda Evans.
Everybody be. We'll call this Rio Grande Council of Governments meeting to order. April the 10th, 2026, and the time is 10:09. And please rise for the pledge to the flag. Okay.
So we have moved our flags, so they're over here. Now.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call. And
Some familiar faces or some faces that are might be new to the organization, so we can do a roll call if you'd like, sir. You want to start, Sharon?
yes, start with Sheriff.
Sheriff Oscar Ugarte, El Paso County.
Good morning, Jackie Butler, County Commissioner, Precinct 1, El Paso County Commissioner.
Good morning, Mayor Chacon from San Elizario, Texas.
Good morning, Art Piero, City Council District 6, something, yes.
30.
The inmates.
Good morning, Andy Renteria, Mayor of the Town of Horizon City.
Good morning, Lily Limon, City Representative, District 7.
Curtis Evans, Jeff Davis County Judge.
Annette Gutierrez, Rio Grande Council of Governments.
Manny Baez, the City of Marfa Mayor.
Jose Portillo, County Judge, Presidio County. And Mopoyo Macom Herimba, Tabu de Tehueteca, Michael Silvas, Governor Michael Silvas for Isla del Pueblo.
Ruben Reyes, a large representative for the City of Socorro. Honored to be here.
Thank you.
Good morning, Judy Cisneros, Finance Director for the COG. We'll get the screen first and then we'll come back to the audience. So I know that we, Judge Diaz, would you like to announce yourself? Thank you, sir. Trustee Hanani?
Leah Hanani, El Paso ISD Board of Trustees.
And I never say your last name correct, so I will practice this. I'm sorry, Leah. All right, so we've got Judge McKenzie with Hudspeth County.
Hi there, Judge McKenzie with Hudspeth County.
And we do have a change to our board. We have Representative Ivan Nino with City of El Paso. He is replacing Representative Acevedo. So Representative, would you like to say a few words?
Yeah, good morning, everyone. My name is Ivan Nino. I am the District 5 City Council member. I'm very grateful to join the Rio COG. I am familiar with all the great work that you all do. You know, it's about all of us collaborating and working together as a region to effectively, advocate for our communities. So looking forward to serving on the COG along with you all. Again, on behalf of the City of El Paso District 5, and thank you for allowing me to be a part of this meeting today.
Thank you. Okay, and then how about our audience members? We'll start here.
Hi, everyone. My name is Caitlin Turner. I'm an intern for Commissioner.
Salvador, Regional Services Coordinator, Rio Program.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Christine Rosales. I'm a lead planner with the Office of Emergency Management.
Hi, Melissa Quintanilla, Director for Regional Services.
Good morning, all. Armando Valencia, EMC for El Paso OEM. Good morning, everyone. Matthew Hunter, the new Assistant Emergency Management Coordinator for El Paso OEM.
Good morning, everyone. Leticia Augsburger with Texas Division of Emergency Management and Mitigation Coordinator.
Roger starts with our Chief for El Paso County using Richard. Good morning, Alexis Durado with Workforce Solutions. Project Manager with Workforce Solutions.
Good morning, everyone. Yvette Lugo, Director for our Area Agency on Aging, here with the COG.
Lisa Cisneros, Administrative Assistant. Diana Valdez, Attorney for the COG.
Good morning, Rebecca Stallworth, MIS and Resources Director for the Council of Governments.
Welcome, everyone.
And Lou.
There you think of that. Thank you all for attending. I will move into item number 2, approval of the minutes of the previous meetings.
Move to approve. Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the minutes of the previous meeting. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
If I may abstain, I'm sorry.
Yes, we have an abstention from Representative Nino on
That's
the
the reason
minutes.
I wasn't part of the previous meetings. Thank you.
We'll make a note of that. Thank you, sir.
All right. Then 2.1,
Oh, yeah, we'll do public comments now today.
now we'll go into number 3, public comments.
Yes, we do have public comments from Workforce Solutions with Alexis, just to report out some information that we know that you all have been aware of, but just as a reminder.
This morning, especially to the judges, so just a reminder, there's summer internship slots available. If you want to offer a good working experience to a youth participant. So we can handle the outreach, or of course, if you have somebody here in mind, of course, we could support them. That's just a reminder on that.
And then Judge Evans, with regard to public comments, for those that are in the audience, if they would, we're going to go ahead and move, we're going to be requesting to move into 6.1 as the next agenda item. So if anybody would like to make a comment on 6.1, we can take those all together. If there's any other public comments right now from the floor on any other items, anyone's more than welcome to do that.
Do I hear any public comments on item number 6.1? Public comments or any other public comments from the audience? Hearing none. Okay. We'll move into number 4, financial report.
And if possible, sir, can we go ahead and move to regional services number 6? And we'll go into 6.1. We do have several audience members, so we just want to give them an opportunity to share that. And if they need to get going after that, we want to give them the time.
We'll move into item 6.1, 6.1, regional services agreement. Marissa Quintanilla.
All right. Board of Directors, requesting approval and authorization to allow the COG to submit the FY27 State Homeland Security Program priority listing and resolution to the Public Safety Office Homeland Security Grants Division, Office of the Governor. This is an action item. Just to give you some highlights, the First Responders Preparedness Committee group met on the 1st and the 2nd, and they went ahead and reviewed and scored a total of 12 applications. Behind your agenda, you do have that regional priority listing on April 2nd. They went ahead and discussed each of those applications, and they went ahead and recommended funding for these applicants. We're working with an estimated allocation of 1.8 million. And so that amount is not a hard number. It fluctuates just depending on the year. For FY25, our estimated allocation was about close to 900,000. But for FY26, once we get over the partial shutdown, we're expected to receive 1.8. So you can see that there's that fluctuation with that. So this is what the committee went ahead and reviewed. Unfortunately, there's just, even at 1.8, there's not enough funding to make everybody whole. The committee did go ahead and looked at each application and looked at what are the most critical elements within that application to be able to be submitted for funding. And then obviously the caveat is that if we receive more funds above 1.8, we're recommending that those applicants be fully funded at the requested amount. So we do have Chief Esparza here. He is our chairperson for the first responders, and then Judge Hennington is our co-chair or vice chair for the first responders. We do have some of the board members that also participate in that committee. I will lean on our board members. Judge Portillo, if you want to make any comments. We also did have representation from Office of Emergency Management with Chief Valencia also sitting on the board. But Judge Portillo?
Well, what I would comment is, and Marisa alluded to it, if you go back and look at this historically, each year we're getting less and less and less money. So we're asked to do more with less. And so for those of you that have gotten used to getting these awards in the full amount, just start to prepare yourselves that there's going to be less next year and the year after. So we have and again, we have all kinds of needs and wants, and there's justifiable projects that are out there. And unfortunately, we had to say no to several of them. We got what I would say where I'm very proud of the board when we did meet. Unfortunately, we had to make a lot of concessions. And we had there was some good back and forth. And there was, well, you know what, I'd love this, but I can do without it. And we allowed everybody to reprioritize what they thought we needed after the scoring. And then we divvied up the monies as best as we could. So the system worked the way it's supposed to work. But then again, just these decisions were not made on a whim. They were very calculated. So.
I don't know if any of the other members that are part of the first responders group, if they would like to add or make any additional comments.
I agree with Judge Portillo. This is a very hard decision. I mean, everybody made some concessions, and I think it's working for everybody. And we see less and less money. I think more agencies are starting to come to the table. It's going to make it even harder to divvy up that time. Thank you. Okay.
Just as a synopsis, so then grants 1 through 7 will be funded, and then the rest are sort of put on a waiting list depending on the funds available, or?
No, so 1 through 7 will be fully funded at the full amount.
Right.
And then starting with 11, as you can see, it's taken out of order. That 11th project is City of El Paso, and it's the hazmat project. You can see that their ask was 191,000. The recommended amount is 63,000. And as reviewing the applications, they are requesting to be funded for the 2 trailers, the hazmat trailers. And I believe they're at 31,000 or so a piece, more or less. So there's a quantity of 2 trailers for that hazmat. However, we do receive additional funding that goes above the 1.8. We're requesting for this applicant to be the first to be picked up and funded at the full amount. And then it goes down the list. Then applicant number 12, which is a project for the Emergency Operations Center, the same is true. Their ask was 204. However, because of we're trying to meet that 1.8, the recommendation is to fund 185,149. And this is actually for a generator, I believe, with a trailer. Captain Hunter, help me out. Does it come with a trailer, or is it just
trailer mounted generator?
Trailer mounted, yes, that. And so this is the second priority. So if we receive more than 1.8, we get project 11 fully funded. And if there's additional funds, we would like this project to be made whole at their full amount of 204. The following project is number 9, which is El Paso Sheriff's Office. Their ask was 153,707. Recommended funding is 100,431. This is the third priority. And so based on that amount of the 100,000, these are the items that would be purchased under 100,000 for that amount. However, if we receive more than 1.8 and we fully fund 11 and 12, any additional funding, then we would go back and make El Paso County Sheriff's Office whole at 153. The same is true for the following project, which is City of El Paso Police Department. This one actually was not recommended for funding. Their ask was 180,000, and they're actually the fourth priority. And so if we get all these other projects funded, if there's still funds, we're asking for this project to be funded at the 180,000. And same is true with the last applicant, which is Anthony. their ask was 94,599. There was not recommended for funding, but this is the fifth priority. Should there be those additional funds, then we're asking for that project to be made full.
Thank you. That's really good.
Thank you for
To
the
see it
explanation.
in that format. That really helps a lot.
Right.
One of the things that convoluted the way, what we have to take into account is if you look at some of the projects like 4, 5, and 11, they're shown as LEPTA. The matrix requires that 35% of this entire pie go to LEPTA. So those have, and if you don't meet that 35, then you're penalized for it. So we had to take that into account when we made these tough decisions.
So LEPTA is your law enforcement. Those are your specialized teams, your bomb squad, your hazmat, your SWAT teams, your specialized teams. 35% of our allocation by FEMA guidelines is that we have to go ahead and fund 35% of the projects under that category. In addition to that, in February, the committee met and went ahead and prioritized certain projects. So they indicated that communications was a priority for the region, interoperable communications, as well as community preparedness. So those are the two applications that the COG traditionally submits on behalf of the whole COG region. And then there's also a set aside, a carve out of 12% for planning activities. The committee had in October, when we met in Alpine, indicated that they wanted to keep with that 12%. So 12% of our allocated funds have to support planning initiatives. So the two planning grants were from Hudspeth County and from the Council of Governments.
And one final one, on page 24, 34, which was our initial page, looking at bullet number 4, improve coordination and information sharing among state, local, tribal, and territorial partners. Does that include immigration agencies?
No, it does not.
I have a question.
Yes.
On the agencies, when the projects were not fully funded, did a representative get to give them input on what items were being cut, or it was just made by the committee?
It was just made by the committee. So for the most part, all agencies that had submitted an application, with the exception of the town of Anthony, were present in the room. There's a question back there, sir.
So the agencies that were in attendance, they were able to make their decision what they wanted to cut out.
So they did have an opportunity when they were being, okay. Thank you.
Anything further on this discussion?
The next one.
Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion.
Motion approved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries
Oh,
unanimous.
and just to make sure we've got our, we verify the motions for online, Joseph? Did you see their hands go up? Did not. Right there, they just had them up. All right, thank you. Okay, thank you.
Motion carries. Now, 6.2.
I'm just gonna go ahead and go through them and put them in line.
Item 6.2.
Board members, this is an informational item. We would like to go ahead and provide you with a presentation regarding the updating our hazard mitigation plans. The Office of Emergency Management, in partnership with the COG, we will be updating our hazard mitigation plans this next cycle. I think it's going to take us a little bit to go ahead and get everything done and submitted, updated and submitted. But I would like to go ahead and introduce Chief Valencia. Most of you have already met him, and also Assistant Chief Hunter and Leticia with Texas Department of Emergency Management, and also with Christine Rosales. This is a partnership that we do. They're in charge of updating the hazard mitigation plans for City, County of El Paso, and the municipalities within the city and within the County of El Paso. The COG will be responsible for the rural jurisdictions and the municipalities within the rural jurisdiction. So between Sal and I, we'll be working with you all to update these plans. They're 5-year plans. And then I wanted you all to connect with the Office of Emergency Management, especially also with Christine, because she's going to be reaching out. We need vital information from you all. But let me toss it over to Leticia to explain how this all happens and how it affects our COG region.
Thank you. Good morning again. So I am very lucky.
I'm sorry, can I request? Yes. And that way they can hear on the microphone as well.
You all hear me, sir? Thank you. So I'm very lucky to work with the team. I support 20 counties within West Texas. And so what we do is we support the jurisdictions, as Marisa spoke about, with grant opportunities, hazard mitigation plans. Now, this particular district with 6 counties is amazing because the hazard mitigation plan is not a required plan for the state. They take the lead and update and have these plans in place to make sure that the counties are more resilient. And what this also does is this provides funding opportunities for the various counties. And with the wonderful work that the COG is doing and along with El Paso County, there's over $2 million in grants and funding that has been provided. Judge McKenzie, I believe, was awarded over $500,000 for a flood study grant, working with Judge Evans and Jeff Davis for critical infrastructure generators. That was over 300. City of Alpine just got awarded a little over $500,000 for critical infrastructure generators. We're working with Annette, and hopefully Del City will be approved and awarded for some more critical infrastructure generators. El Paso County received over $1.3 million for a generator for UMC. And then El Paso received $120,000 in the funding for their update of the hazard mitigation plan. So I commend all of you and all the hard work. It is hard work, but it's a good opportunity to ensure that the jurisdictions are more resilient. So thank you, Marisa.
So just for those that are not aware with hazard mitigation, anytime that there is a disaster, in order for jurisdictions to draw down on some of the FEMA funds, you have to have an approved hazard mitigation plan. And so since I started here at the Council of Governments in 2001, we've always had our plans up to date. They've never lapsed. And so I'm very proud of that, just because, again, it is a mandate that it's an unfunded mandate. You don't have to do a hazard mitigation plan, but we do see the benefit for our community, for our region, to ensure that you all do have an updated plan. And in the future, people say that these plans will also be as a requirement to leverage any type of other funding sources like Homeland Security.
And if I may, Judge Evans, Marisa, just for clarification, in terms of unfunded, that's not correct, because we're going to actually apply for funding for hazard mitigation for the plan. That's what we've done historically. Are we not going to be doing that this time?
No, you're right. You have the opportunity to go ahead and apply for planning funds through FEMA, through TDM, to go ahead and do the plans. This time, we're going to go ahead and do that in-house, and we're going to use our planning funds to go ahead and do that initiative.
Okay, just want to get that clarification, because in the past, we've tapped into funding and we've been able to match it through in-kind, but we've evolved from there. So we'll just be using the current resources. Thank you.
Just a quick question on the generators. Do most people go for natural gas or is it propane? So in other words, because we want to do that in Marfa as well. But which one seems to work out best for more people to apply for?
So Judge Evans, it's natural gas, right?
Yes, natural gas. Okay.
That's
our best bet.
We've experienced better service in our area, as well as the ice storms, the things that hit like that. If you're out of propane, delivery of propane is difficult, where natural gas is on a pipeline. You're constant energy source.
Okay.
So everything is better. Something goes down, you don't have to depend on transportation. in order to get your fuel. It's just in a pipe.
And the reason I asked that is because like, of course, with natural gas, whenever we go through those ice storms, sometimes everybody's using it and then you get that truck fee and I'm just maintenance and everything else, but natural gas is honestly the best way to go.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
That's 6.3.
Pardon?
6.3.
6.3. The authorize and approve the Rio Grande Council of Governments to adopt a resolution recognizing Wednesday, April 22nd as Earth Day. Earth Day is a celebration honoring the achievements of environmental movement and awareness of the need to protect Earth's natural resources. Marissa?
Yes. Obviously, through the management and administration of administrating of the TCQ, our projects, it's very important for us to always recognize Earth Day. It's coming up on the 22nd. Many of you received a phone call this morning, so we can go ahead and get some of our projects done, cleaning up our communities and preserving our environment. So we're just requesting a resolution in that recognition for Earth Day.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, it has been moved and seconded to approve Earth Day as April 22nd, 2026. All in favor? Aye. Motion carries unanimous.
And we'll go ahead and move to 7.1 for HEDA.
We'll move into 7.1. Receive a presentation on the 2027 to 2029 Area Agency on Aging Area Plan. Ms. Yvette?
Good morning, Board of Directors. Yvette Bugo, Director for our Area Agency on Aging Division here with the COG. This actually is an information item only just to inform you all that we are officially in public comment for our area plan. I think I've started to share with you all how this process this year for area agencies on aging, the requirement for us to develop and come up with a plan for years 2027 through 2029. And this is in reviewing and looking at our population data, how Area Agency on Aging is planning to provide the assistance that we can through these future fiscal years. And so something new to the area plan requirements, they're done every 3 years, but something that was added for us this year was that we actually have to enter into a public comment period. So this is to officially inform you all that we are in that period right now. We've posted the area plan, the draft of that plan that's been written on our COG website. And so you can find that under the public comment section of our Council of Governments website. If you would like a hard copy, I'm happy to provide that for you. It's about a 57-page document that I worked on to put this together. But again, if there are any comments, things that you would like me to expand on, things to consider, we did do our survey. That was all incorporated into the plan as well. And so this is just an information item to let you all know that we're in that period now. And then next month, I will come to you to present and give you kind of a very high overview of the entire plan and seek your approval at that point. But now, for now, we are just officially informing you all that it is in a public comment period. That's all.
And if we may, in the summer, once it's approved, I know that many of you have community meetings at various points in time. We would love to present out the plan and give everyone an understanding of what our intentions are for our program moving forward. So just please let us know.
You got a lot of people respond to the survey?
Not a whole lot.
Oh, okay. I did, but I was just.
Thank you, and I appreciate that. Yeah. The way the survey went out, we could tell by zip codes to try to keep some anonymity to it. So yes, I did notice that there were some for the rural area. So thank you so much for that.
Because what hurts us out in the far west Texas, it's difficult to find anybody to go over there and train you on how to. My father's going through these issues. So in other words, whether it be picking them up, feeding them, changing them, just things that would help us make it a little easier on us, because it's hard to get people out there to will do the home visits. We have home visits, but for people that are more or less able-bodied.
Right.
But if someone is not able-bodied, that's where the difficulty arises, because we don't have those opportunities or people working in the area that help us. So
All right.
Thank you, Mayor, for that. And those are things that obviously help us inform to what is it that we need to do then education wise, if we need to make sure we're out there more to do, training workshops, maybe finding, and those off the top of my head, thinking, connecting to Sol Ross. I understand that their nursing program and trying to work with there's a group out of Alpine Community Projects, I think that's looking to try to reinforce. And so I'm working directly with them to see how we can support that effort and connecting the home health agencies that we do have that are contracted out there to see how that pipeline, how can we improve that trained professional to be able to do that rather than relying, because I think right now, unfortunately, we're relying on family members.
It's a learning
to serve
process.
As the provider for someone who might need assistance in the home. So there's a learning curve, absolutely, but it's not to say that we can't try to provide at least some kind of support to educate them in proper technique, et cetera. So I hear what you're saying, and I definitely agree with you. Thank you for that, Mayor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, board members will go to 5.2, approve and authorize Rio Grande Council of Governments to enter into an administrative services agreement with the Village of Benton to provide grant and construction management for the Texas Community Block Grant Program.
Yes, good morning, Board of Directors. I'm Nancy Gutierrez, Executive Director. And you all recall last meeting that we had in February, we did provide you a request similar to this one for the city of San Elizario. So this time around, we're asking if we can enter into an agreement with Benton to serve as their grant administrator for their community development block grant program. I think what's really exciting about the program this go around is that they've increased the funding amount. It had been at 500,000 for several years, and so now it's at 750,000. So I think we're all of the understanding that costs are going up in all sorts of ways at this point in time, but 750,000 will go a lot further than 500. And so what's happening right now with Benton is that they've been invited to apply. They've submitted the first milestone that's required, and they've submitted what their top priority is in terms of project. It's a road paving project. And so if we're allowed to serve as their administrator, we'll be assisting in ensuring that all of the procurement is done properly, the drawdowns are done correctly, and that we're meeting the deliverables as required by the agreement. I can answer any questions for you all right now if you have any.
Entertain motion.
Move to approve.
Second. We're having a war over here.
No, not a war. It's peaceful.
We all know
The fastest draw. Anyway, it has been moved and seconded to approve this motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimous. Now we'll go into 5.2.
Or 5.3, sorry. Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. So this is just a presentation from administration on the Star of the Southwest Award that's being presented by the Southwest Regional Economic Development Association. And it's going to be awarded to the Council of Governments along with the City of El Paso. And the purpose of this award, just to give you a little bit of information, this was first introduced in 2017 at their conference in Baton Rouge. And now it's an annual effort that's being made where they're recognizing projects that have been funded by the Austin EDA office that demonstrate significant impact on the economy as well as for community members. It also has a meaningful commitment by the private sector and a return investment from EDA. And so the Southwest Regional Economic Development Association board members from each state will solicit project applications and award one project, which is presented at their conference and showcased at the reception. And so what the Council of Governments submitted on behalf of Texas was that even though historically projects are most oftentimes recognized for an individual project such as the MCA, for example, when they applied to EDA and they were able to use that funding for design money, it would be a specific project such as that. But what we did this go around is we wanted to recognize the efforts that have been made with the City of El Paso's Economic Development Department and the Rio Grande Council of Governments with regard to our comprehensive economic development strategy process. This is the most bold, the most robust planning effort that we've made year to date. And I think that the only reason why we've been successful is because of the partnership with the City of El Paso through
Karina Briscoe, the Economic Development Director, and specifically her key staff member, Adriana Bolesio. So what we've done is we've had over between our subcommittees and our committee, steering committee, we've had at least 25 meetings since the start of the process in December of 2025. We've developed an intake form to look at projects to evaluate those. We've developed a rating factor. And so these efforts have been made to where individuals are now, or communities are now just better prepared to apply for applications and be able to quickly assess what their return on investment is going to be. And it's great if it goes towards the Economic Development Administration, but it doesn't have to. So this can be applied to any funding source that's being applied for. And so we're really proud of this effort, and we just wanted to recognize the award and inform you of that. And we'll be receiving our award this coming Thursday in Austin.
Congratulations.
Right.
And there'll be an opportunity for economic development to have this as an agenda item for themselves at the city at some point. So just wanted to let you all know. Thank you.
Thank you. So 5.1.
Yes, so we have 5.1, and I'll read in the agenda item if that's okay, Judge Evans, and then we'll get some direction from legal counsel. So this agenda item is to approve and authorize the Rio Grande Council Governments to enter into an employment agreement with Annette Gutierrez to serve as the executive director for a period of 5 years, commencing October 1, 2025 through September 30th, 2030. Ms. Valdez?
And before we do that, did you cover the finance item?
We did not have any finance items.
Okay, very good. At this point, I do recommend that we go into executive session to discuss this next item and dismiss any non-board member from the discussion.
Okay. We are in executive session. And the time is
Are you gonna do it?
10:46.
For those that are online, I think you can just put yourself on hold and then you can go to the link that we sent you. Yeah, so maybe send you the link because I think we haven't done that yet. One moment.
Do you need a motion to go into executive session?
Right there. What now? You're.
We need a
good.
motion.
Okay.
Yes, we need a motion to go into executive session. Second.
Been motioned and seconded to go into executive session. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And we're going into executive session at 10:46 a.m.
Okay. Leah, we're gonna get you the link right now. Just Mackenzie, if Representative Judge, if you want to go to that other meeting, we'll move on to that one right now.
Okay, I'm gonna hop off of this because I feel like if I stay, well.
What did you say?
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
And just for clarification, we'll be receiving an email separately. Is that what's happening?
Yes, sir. Representative, we did send that to you already, but let me know if you don't see it. You can do it right now.
Yes, I have not received it. If you all
Okay.
please.
Are we, which email address?
Okay.
Remind me to do that.
You always fast. Yes, you do.
5 or no? Address. Okay,
Okay, I just received an email. Okay, thank you.
Reality match.
Anyway.
I'll begin.